Welcome back to another GT Homes exclusive. One of the questions we've recently been asked is, what is inclusionary zoning? Great question. Inclusionary zoning is a planning tool that allows municipalities to require affordable housing units in new residential developments. This concept started in Fairfield, Virginia, and is now used in some cities across North America. It encourages the development of affordable housing units for people with low to moderate incomes. The province has given municipalities the ability to add an inclusionary zoning policy in their city. The goal of inclusionary zoning is to provide more affordable housing throughout the Greater Golden Horseshoe. Under these new guidelines, municipalities will be able to require that affordable units will need to be included in new housing developments to create mixed income communities. The City of Toronto is adopting this new policy and requires that new developments built in the city offer affordable housing units. By implementing this framework, the city hopes to increase the supply of affordable housing, continue to encourage housing developments by supporting a diverse range of housing supply, and create more inclusive, complete, and equitable communities. This new policy in Toronto would apply to new developments that meet the following criteria. Developments that are located in strong and/or moderate market areas, built within 500 to 800 meters of any protected major transit station area, PMTSA, and any developments that have over 100 units. A protected major transit station area is a radius surrounding an existing or future transit station or stop, including the subway, LRT, and GO train. This means that any new developments within a 500 to 800 meter radius of an existing or planned higher order transit station or stop will be required to follow the inclusionary zoning mandate. Inclusionary zoning will be required for any developments that have over 100 units. However, there's an exception for smaller developments. Developers do not need to include affordable housing in low and mid-rise condo projects because the ratio of affordable housing and residential units is much smaller. To avoid the potential issue of developers only constructing new buildings with 99 units or less, the policy has included a minimum development size of 100 units on many sites within protected major transit station areas. In order for developers to plan for this new mandate, the city is rolling out an affordable housing policy in two phases. The first phase will be for new residential developments constructed from 2022 to 2029. These developments will need to have 5 to 10% of their total units as affordable housing. The second phase, starting from 2030 and onwards, will require that 8 to 22% of total units need to be affordable. Additionally, developments that are required to include these units also have to maintain their affordability for 99 years. So now that we understand the basics of inclusionary zoning, let's determine what affordable housing means under this mandate. Inclusionary zoning provides housing to anyone who falls within the low to moderate income tax bracket. This means those who do not qualify for social housing based on income and cannot afford a home at market value. In all, inclusionary zoning targets those who cannot afford market rate housing, but are also considered to have too high of an income for social housing. The definition of affordable housing for the City of Toronto has been updated recently. The definition of affordable housing in the city's official plan was based on average market rent, which means the average rent paid by tenants based on unit type in purpose-built rental buildings across the city. But city councilors stated that the market rent has been rising faster than income. In order to ensure that homes will be affordable to residents in the long term, the new definition of affordable housing is based on income brackets. This update was made to the city's official plan. Income brackets will be used to determine rent annually. In order to qualify, renters will need to fall within the eligible income range, based on no more than 4 times the annual rent. So what does this new mandate mean for you as an investor? Inclusionary zoning was adopted by the city to help with the challenges of today's housing market. Areas around the City of Toronto that have seen the greatest amount of new housing supply are also experiencing significant price escalation and rent increases. These same areas also have the highest number of households paying over half of their income towards rent, with many living in overcrowded conditions. Inclusionary zoning aims to alleviate the effects of the growing housing market and price increases. Inclusionary zoning is an important new policy to talk about because it will affect investors and buyers of pre-construction condos. Although there are many benefits of affordable housing, inclusionary zoning will eventually increase the price of pre-construction condos. That's why it's important to invest now if you've been thinking about purchasing a pre-construction condo. No matter when you decide to invest, our Platinum agents will work with you to find a condo project that meets your needs and your budget. This has been another GT Homes exclusive. Remember to subscribe and to visit us at gtahomes.com.